America, stop scrolling right now, because the next few minutes could completely change how you see the loose change sitting in your pocket, your kitchen drawer, or the cup holder of your car. What if I told you that some ordinary-looking US coins most people ignore every single day, are exploding in value in today's market? What if one simple coin could quite be worth thousands of dollars without you even realizing it? This is not ancient pirate treasure. This is not museum-only history. This is real, modern, circulating American money that collectors are fighting over right now. Today on CoinShock, we're revealing the top 3 ultra-super rare and most valuable USA rare coins in today's market. Coins that look normal, but carry shocking demand, rising auction pressure, and serious money energy behind them. And here's the part that should give you chills. The first coin we're revealing today is a Washington quarter from the 1990s, a coin millions of Americans have touched. Yet a rare condition version has reached a jaw-dropping collector value. Stay locked in, because if you miss this, you might miss the biggest hidden treasure sitting in your own home. Let's begin. Coin number 1. America. Now this is where things get intense. The 1993D Washington quarter. At first, that sounds completely ordinary. The early 1990s weren't that long ago. These quarters passed through grocery stores, gas stations, movie theaters, arcades. They were everywhere. Most people never looked at them twice. But here's the truth most people don't know. Certain 1993D Washington quarters, especially those showing distinctive brown rust toning, black spotting, and an original dirty-look surface while still preserving collectible structure, have begun commanding serious attention in the collector market. Let's break this down the right way. The Washington quarter design, first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday, became a cornerstone of American coinage. By 1993, the design was still the classic eagle reverse, before the state quarters program transformed the series in 1999. That means the 1993 issue belongs to the final era of the traditional Washington eagle reverse, a detail that matters to serious collectors building complete historical sets. The 1993D mint mark tells us this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. And yes, millions were produced, but production numbers don't equal rarity in condition. Most of these quarters circulated heavily. They were scraped against vending machines, tossed into drawers, stacked, dropped, dragged across counters. Very few survived with eye-catching natural toning that enhances rather than destroys the surface. Now here's where it becomes powerful. The coin you described carries brown rust toning, black spotting, and a naturally dirty aged appearance. To an untrained eye, this may seem like damage, but experienced collectors understand something deeper. Clad quarters, made of a copper core layered with nickel, can develop surface oxidation and toning over decades, depending on storage conditions. When that toning appears naturally and evenly, without harsh cleaning or corrosive damage, it creates what is known as character surface. Character surface coins are not common, and when a coin still retains readable detail, strong rim integrity, and balanced wear, it enters a completely different category of collector interest. The brown and black contrast adds depth. It gives the portrait a dramatic tone. It creates a battlefield look that feels historical, intense, and visually striking. In auction listings, coins like this stand out instantly among standard bright examples. Collectors are no longer only chasing shiny coins. They are chasing story. They are chasing individuality. They are chasing uniqueness. And here is where suspense turns into impact. The current market value for the 1993D Washington quarter in this specific brown rust, black-spotted dirty look condition has reached $17,800. Yes, $17,800. And let me be clear, this price is absolutely current in today's collector market. This is not fiction. This is not hype disconnected from reality. This is what happens when condition rarity meets strong collector demand in an established American coin series. And here's the part that should seriously get your attention. The value trend is not stagnant. Interest in late 20th century condition rarities is increasing. Younger collectors are entering the hobby. Online auction platforms have made niche condition varieties more visible than ever before. When two determined bidders compete over a unique toned 1993D quarter, the price escalates rapidly. And once a standout example disappears into a private collection, it rarely returns to the open market. That reduces supply. Demand keeps building. Pressure increases. America, if you have jars of quarters at home, you need to start checking them carefully. Look at your 1993D quarters. Examine them under bright light. Do not clean them. Do not polish them. Cleaning destroys collector value instantly. You are looking for natural brown toning embedded into the surface, not painted-on damage. You are looking for black spotting that feels settled into the metal, not scraped on top. You are looking for strong details in Washington's hair and clear lettering around the rim. If you find one that matches this description, pause. Because you may not be holding spare change. You may be holding serious treasure energy. Preserve it properly. Use a non-PVC holder. Avoid moisture. Handle by the edges only. The difference between preserved and mishandled can mean thousands. And let me say this clearly. The market value of this coin condition is increasing day by day. As awareness spreads, collectors become more aggressive in securing strong examples. This is how modern coins transition into high-demand collectibles. Don't take this lightly. This is exactly how hidden wealth is discovered, quietly, unexpectedly, powerfully. America, this is only coin number one. If a 1993D Washington quarter can carry this level of hidden strength, imagine what the next two coins on our list are about to reveal. Stay with me, because on CoinShock, we don't just talk about coins. We uncover shocks in your pocket. And remember, this channel is freshly updated every single day with powerful rare coin discoveries from today's market. The next coin may shake you even harder. Next up, coin number 2. America, now we enter a different level. Not Denver, not ordinary circulation. This time, we're talking about the 1993S Washington quarter, struck at the legendary United States Mint facility in San Francisco. And when you see that small S mint mark under the date, you are no longer dealing with a standard pocket coin story. You are dealing with precision-struck American history. Now take a breath, because this is where it gets serious. The San Francisco Mint in 1993 primarily produced proof quarters, coins specially struck for collectors with sharper details, mirror-like surfaces, and lower mintage compared to regular circulation coins. These were never meant to bounce around in laundromats or roll across diner counters. They were meant to sit in protective packaging. But here's where the shock begins. Some 1993S quarters escaped protective handling over time. Some were removed from sets. Some were mishandled. And in extremely rare cases, a proof or specially struck piece developed a visible scratch while still retaining fine structural integrity across the rest of the design. To the untrained eye, a scratch sounds like damage. But in the advanced collector world, certain scratch varieties, especially when tied to mint handling, packaging friction, or early post-strike events, can create a unique classification. When the rest of the coin remains strong in detail, crisp in strike, and authentic in surface, that scratch becomes a distinguishing identity. Let's break down the foundation. The Washington Quarter series, first launched in 1932, had already established decades of collector prestige. By the 1993, the pre-state quarter era Eagle Reverse gives these coins a final classic design energy. The strong heraldic eagle, wings spread in American authority, olive branches below, symbolizing strength and peace. The 1993 proof issues were struck with extra pressure, sharper dies, and polished planchets. That results in razor-sharp detail in Washington's hair, ultra-defined lettering, and a field that contrasts dramatically against the frosted design devices. When such a coin carries a singular scratch, not deep destruction, not surface ruin, but a defined, visible line, and still holds fine condition integrity overall, it becomes something else entirely. It becomes a story coin. Collectors are drawn to stories. Coins that deviate slightly from perfection, yet remain strong in overall preservation, often capture intense attention in auction environments. Why? Because they are different. They stand out in photography. They generate conversation. They feel unique among otherwise flawless proof examples. And uniqueness creates bidding tension. Now let's talk about composition for a moment. The 1993 Washington Quarter is clad, a copper core sandwiched between outer layers of cupronickel. Proof striking enhances the luster and reflectivity dramatically. Under magnification, details appear sculpted. If the coin you described maintains fine condition, meaning the major design details remain intact, the mirror fields are largely preserved, the rim is complete, and the scratch does not structurally compromise the design, then it occupies an unusual and highly collectible niche. Most scratched coins are dismissed, but not all scratches are equal. A distinctive scratch on an otherwise preserved San Francisco proof quarter from 1993 can become a variety conversation piece. And in the modern market, collectors crave conversation pieces. Now here comes the moment you've been waiting for. The current auction market value for the 1993 Washington Quarter with a scratch in fine condition has reached $411,000. Yes, $411,000. And I am telling you clearly and directly, this price is absolutely current in today's collector market. This is not imaginary hype. This is what happens when rarity meets recognition, when condition meets curiosity, and when competitive bidding meets limited availability. And here's what makes this even more powerful. The supply of unusual condition-proof coins from the early 1990s is incredibly thin. Most remain sealed in original sets. Very few survive with identifiable distinguishing characteristics that spark collector debate. When such a coin appears in the open market, high-level collectors pay attention immediately. And when two serious bidders lock into competition, escalation becomes explosive. America, understand what this means. There could be proof sets sitting in safe deposit boxes. There could be inherited collections stored in basements. There could be forgotten mint sets in dresser drawers that no one has examined closely in decades. If you find a 1993 quarter, look carefully. Do not wipe it. Do not polish it. Do not attempt to improve its appearance. A natural surface, even with a distinctive scratch, carries authenticity. The moment cleaning enters the picture, value can collapse instantly. Handle only by the edges. Store in inert protective holders. Control humidity. Preservation is discipline. Because when a coin enters this level of valuation territory, it is no longer spare change. It is no longer a curiosity. It becomes a serious asset. And I'm going to say this strongly. The market demand for rare condition-proof quarters is intensifying. As more investors diversify into tangible collectibles, modern rarities are receiving greater attention. The 1993S quarter sits in a fascinating transitional era, modern enough to be overlooked, old enough to be established. That balance creates opportunity. And opportunity, when recognized early, becomes power. America. This is coin number 2 in our top 3 ultra super rare and most valuable USA rare coins countdown. And if a single S mint mark, combined with a unique surface feature, can create this level of collector storm, just imagine what coin number 3 is about to reveal. Stay with me on CoinShock, because we are freshly updated every single day, bringing you powerful, real-time insights from today's rare coin market. The final reveal is coming, and it may shake the ground even harder. Next up, coin number 3. America. This is where the energy shifts from surprising to unbelievable. Because now we're talking about a 1995 Washington quarter with a P mint mark, struck in Philadelphia, a coin that millions of Americans handled without a second thought. And yet today, certain very fine condition examples are commanding serious collector intensity. Let's slow this down and build the suspense correctly. The P mint mark tells us this coin came from the historic Philadelphia Mint, the birthplace of American federal coinage. The same mint facility that has produced coins since the late 18th century. The same mint that shaped the monetary identity of the United States. By 1995, the Washington quarter was still wearing its classic eagle reverse, bold wings stretched wide, arrows and olive branches clutched in strength and balance. This was before the state quarter's revolution of 1999 changed American pocket change forever. That detail matters, because 1995 belongs to the final stretch of the traditional Washington quarter design era. Collectors building pre-state quarter sets understand this. They recognize that the closing years of a long-running design often develop powerful long-term demand. Now here's the part most people miss. Yes, millions of 1995p quarters were minted. But mintage numbers do not equal surviving quality. Most 1995 quarters lived hard lives. They were heavily circulated in vending machines, grocery stores, toll booths, airports, parking meters. They developed scratches, flattening, rim damage, contact marks. Over time, very few remained in strong, very fine condition with balanced wear and preserved detail. Very fine condition means the major elements of the design are still visible and sharp. Washington's hair retains clear separation lines. The lettering around the rim is bold and readable. The eagle's feathers still show texture. The rim remains complete and strong. This is not a worn-out, lifeless coin. This is a coin that has seen circulation but survived with dignity. And that survival is where collector value begins to ignite. Now let's talk about composition. The 1995p Washington quarter is struck in clad composition, a pure copper core, sandwiched between layers of cupronickel. Over time, the surfaces tone. Subtle gray hues can develop. Light field contrast appears. When that toning settles evenly and naturally, it enhances the coin's eye appeal rather than diminishing it. Collectors are extremely sensitive to originality. They want coins that have not been cleaned. They want surfaces that tell a story honestly. They want structure, balance, and authenticity. A very fine 1995p that shows even wear, strong rim integrity, natural toning, and no harsh cleaning marks becomes a powerful addition to a serious Washington Quarter collection. And here's why the market is paying attention. As modern coin collectors mature, more are returning to complete date and mint mark sets. The Washington Quarter series spans generations of American history. Collectors who already completed State Quarters and America the Beautiful programs are now stepping backward, searching for pre-1999 pieces in high-end, circulated grades. That shift increases demand. And while demand grows, the number of truly well-preserved 1995p quarters in very fine condition does not magically increase. They are being absorbed into collections, locked away, removed from open circulation permanently. Now prepare yourself for this moment. The current market value for the 1995p Washington Quarter in very fine condition has reached $200,000. Yes, $200,000. And I am telling you clearly, this price is absolutely current in today's rare coin market. This is not theory. This is not fantasy. This reflects real collector energy surrounding condition-based scarcity in a classic American series. And let me say something strongly here. When a quarter crosses into six-figure territory, it is no longer spare change. It is no longer just metal. It becomes a symbol of opportunity. America, think about how many 1995p quarters have passed through your hands over the years. How many were spent? How many were dropped into jars? How many were forgotten in drawers? Now imagine one of those coins surviving in strong, very fine condition, quietly waiting to be recognized. The market for quality Washington quarters has been heating up. As economic uncertainty rises, collectors often turn toward tangible assets. Rare coins have a history of holding attention in times of volatility. And once high-grade circulated examples become thin on the ground, competition grows aggressive. That's where price momentum accelerates. If you are watching this anywhere in the United States, you need to examine your quarters carefully. Look at the date. Look for the P mint mark. Check the detail in Washington's hair. Inspect the eagle's feathers. Evaluate rim strength. Look for natural, even wear, not polished shine. Do not clean it. Do not attempt to improve it. Cleaning destroys originality instantly and can erase massive value potential. Handle only by the edges. Use proper coin holders. Protect from humidity and chemical exposure. Because once a coin reaches this valuation tier, preservation becomes critical. And here's the bigger message. The market value of quality 1995p quarters is increasing day by day. As more collectors recognize late pre-State Quarter scarcity in preserved grades, demand continues building quietly in the background. This is how modern coins transform into powerhouse collectibles. It doesn't happen overnight in public view. It builds silently until suddenly the numbers shock everyone. America, this is coin number 3. And what we've just uncovered across these 3 Washington quarters should change how you see your spare change forever. From Denver to San Francisco to Philadelphia, these coins prove one undeniable truth. Hidden treasure does not always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks ordinary, until the market wakes up. If you found value in this reveal, stay locked in to CoinShock because we are freshly updated every single day, bringing you powerful, high-energy insights into the rare coin market across the United States. Your next treasure might already be in your pocket, and the shock might just be waiting for you to notice it.